Good afternoon, 25th of June, 20 minutes to 5 in the afternoon on a Sunday in Australia. Here's my latest video blog. Today I'm going to talk about Humaniq, Human IQ. I think it's actually pronounced Humaniq. And the reason why I've decided just to do a video on this one is pretty much because I wanted to go and have a look at it. I was reading the wealth report number 4 yesterday from Cliff High, and it did mention Humaniq, and I have actually been to the website once before and had a quick look, and I wrote it down, and then I've pretty much let it go, and I forgot to come back to it, and I've been so busy on other things in life and looking into other blockchains and cryptocurrencies that it sort of just slipped my mind. And now the thing that I'm a big ambassador on is, and I keep repeating it because hopefully people who are watching this who may not necessarily have all the answers, and I'm not saying I have all the answers in regards to what the future of cryptocurrencies and the blockchain is going to be. However, I do know that it's going to evolve, and I think the technology is going to evolve just as fast. So, we've already talked about Bitcoin being fairly obsolete. It's very slow to confirm transactions and things like that. And it's 7 or 8 years in, and we've already seen some great advancements in technology. And you've got Ethereum has come out, and even then, I feel like Ethereum's almost obsolete as well in regards to when you compare it to, say, the graphene blockchains and Digibyte on their own, because they're a lot faster and a little bit more seamless. So there's a lot more potential, I feel like, coming, and there's going to be a little bit more, I suppose, scrutiny onto the cryptocurrencies that are going to deliver and actually provide a service for the long term. There's no point just having some wallets on the internet and just hoping that people are going to invest in them. However, as a practical sense, there's people that will use them, but in regards to investment, if you're not getting the market cap and it's not really penetrating a market share of a specific niche, you're probably not going to get the success that you're looking for or the return of investment. Now, Humaniq is essentially a cryptocurrency, or you'd say that it's a gateway to a specific part of the population that does not have access to current banking systems. So you may look at countries like Africa and Asia and some of these other countries that may not necessarily have the infrastructure and the services to provide them with the ultimate opportunities of obtaining credit and being able to transfer money seamlessly for trade and business. So it does really inhibit their ability to, I suppose, contribute to the ecosystem of the economy around the world. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the Humaniq Webbot report paragraph here, and then I'm just going to run through the website and just show you a couple of things on there which are very, very interesting. So Humaniq, one of the social engineering coins that probably will be able to make it. The Humaniq coin is designing a mobile bank for the unbanked population across the planet. This market size needs to be considered, as it is in the billions of people needing access to banking services without any hope of obtaining them. Conceived of as more than a coin, but rather a strategic vision, the Humaniq is a very ambitious plan. Their approach is certainly achievable, and the facts of the size of their market speaks for itself. Critique. Just when we're talking about the market, I think they're targeting 1 to 2 billion people. They've identified there's 1 to 2 billion people across the world, and it's probably more than that, that don't have access to the modern banking system. It's just because they're not set up in those countries. So, when you're looking for successful business, having a market percentage that you can attract is a very, very strategic and smart approach. Critique. The approach is solid, at least as represented by the white paper and the work subsequent. The presentation for Humaniq has a sufficiently robust level of social message, but it does not intrude on the practical message being brought forward. The plan of attack for Humaniq crew is clear, easily followed, and already providing proof of concept with early successes. It is clear that the large market of nearly half the population of the planet is worth pursuing, and Humaniq is first mover advantage, or has first mover advantage in this market, as well as a very practical approach with a clear path to success. The process is underway, and the Humaniq organisation has allied itself with the appropriate social and technical trends which further enhance its potential for long-term value and continuing growing success in the mission, which of a necessity will bring yet more people into the crypto space, which is good for market cap and will be good for the other coins across the board. Very good use case, very good social presence, nice structure to organisation, early success points achieved, acquire for long-term potential, acquire and hold for value appreciation. So a nice positive little report there from the wealth report. Now I'm just going to quickly scroll down my CoinGecko because I do have a lot of coins that I've been watching, and I'm pretty sure I've got Humaniq in here. And it'll always be the last one that I want to come across. Normally I bring it up to the top, but not today. It's down the bottom here. No wonder it was out of sight, out of mind. Bottom of the list. Getting there. Or is this going around in circles? There it is. Okay, so 24 Australian cents. So let's say just under 19-ish US cents. So it's quite cheap if you think about it. In regards to, I suppose, some of these cryptocurrencies. I mean, I think we got spoiled early on with, multiple decimal point coins and prices, and then you see something that's 20 cents, you think, oh gee, that's expensive. However, when you compare it to Bitcoin or Ethereum, you see $400 or $500 to $2,000, it's very, very affordable. So Humaniq's website, it's nice and sharp. I mean, you don't judge a business based on just their website, but obviously you can get a grasp of faces, names, quality, a sense of pride in what they're doing. There's lots of videos and things like that. Now, I'm going to play this video very quickly for you, but there's a little paragraph here. Humaniq is a simple and secure fourth-generation mobile bank. We are developing a completely new banking experience by dissolving all the barriers of archaic banks, such as the need to come to a branch, doing endless paperwork, dealing with hard-to-use buggy mobile apps, and protecting data with hard-to-remember complex passwords. We have created a safe, strong financial tool specifically designed to be used by people who are undereducated or who don't possess identification. Most of them live in emerging economies on less than $2 a day. We believe we can change that. Learn more about Humaniq. Now, they're talking about a lot of these countries don't have access to passports and birth certificates and things like that. So what they're going to be using is facial recognition as the key identification, and it's almost they're almost going to be able to use this technology to sort of get a better grasp of what the actual population of the planet is. I mean, are they making an estimation on what's actually happening across the world? I mean, there must be a lot of unaccounted for humans, and facial recognition is going to be part of the future where we're going to be put onto a database, and that's, I mean, some people are against that, and I sort of feel a little bit funny about that in the sense, it's rather personal. Someone's taking your identification, but it's becoming more of the norm. We've done it with our licenses and passports, whether or not people have the right to put that onto a file somewhere where we're not quite fully aware of the legal ramifications or even the security measures of that. That's yet to be determined. But what I'm going to do is just press this video. It's not long. I'll try and make sure
there are a great number of banks and financial services in the world, but so far, more than 1 billion people do not have access to them. They are excluded from the global economy and trudge along the edge of civilization. If they were included, these people could significantly improve their standard of living and become the new blue ocean of business opportunities. Who doesn't dream about 1 billion new users in the times of wild competition? However, traditional banks are not able to connect these people. Due to poor infrastructure, difficulties in its creation and maintenance, lack of education, and more. So how do you incorporate this new billion into the world economy? We found a way. Meet Humaniq, an innovative new generation bank built on blockchain. Everything you need to start an account is your face, a simple smartphone, and any internet access. Whoosh, and you are connected to the global economy. How does it work? Humaniq uses the newest technologies to ultimately simplify and speed up the connection of unbanked people. Blockchain and distributed ownership for maximum safety, transparency, and the ease of third-party services integration. Bioidentification is used in place of passports and signatures, simplifying and accelerating the process of new users onboarding. A visual, simple, and intuitive mobile app allows you to start using it immediately without any language or technical skills. A few seconds for getting started, and you can receive, send, and make money from anywhere in the world using only a simple smartphone with access to the internet. Learn more at humaniq.co and join our mission to incorporate 1 billion new users into the global economy. Participate in the crowdfunding campaign. Don't miss your chance to become a co-owner of the new generation bank, which can make a significant contribution to the development of the global financial infrastructure. Click participate now and join us today.
Now the crowdfunding's finished for that, so that's no longer available. But there's you've got the white paper down here in multiple languages and things. And I was coming down here. There's a fair bit of marketing, a lot of newspapers and those type of magazines. And I think the big thing about Humaniq or Humaniq or Humaniq, I think you said in the video, is that it is taking out the middleman and it is taking out some of these paper-based identification, and the fact that a lot of banks don't have the infrastructure in the third world countries, they're not actually physically there, and it does save on manpower. And when you can bring a bank and put a bank onto a smartphone, I think you get, as a corporation or a business, you're going to save a lot of money on man hours as such, because you've got less staff and less processing time for a lot of things. So it makes a lot of sense. So this is probably one of the better set up type of cryptocurrencies that I've seen, in the sense that they're targeting a very large base of people across the world. And there's no doubt, even though they are looking to connect these 2 billion unbanked people, there's no doubt that this would be available for even established areas and established parts of the world. So I might even have a little dibble and a dabble at this one. I'm just going to do a little bit more research. Now, I did watch this video. I'm not going to press play, but it was a user case on some South African people in regards to giving them greater access to this type of technology to allow them more opportunities in regards to innovation and starting their own businesses and things like that. So there's a lot of positives to this. Whether or not you like facial recognition or not, it is a pretty cool part of the future, and I think there's going to be a lot of applications, and you're going to see this type of technology really evolve in time. And so yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you is Humaniq, and it looks like it's got some legs. And based on the Webbot report, this looks very positive. So 25 cents Australian might be worth putting something on it, and I think just sitting back and just letting them do what they need to do. It might take 5 years to establish. I'm not sure what type of marketing strategy they have, or what I would call a delivery or rollout of the particular technology in these areas. I mean, how are they going to bring it to these 2 billion people would be one of the questions I would need to go and ask, because it's all good and well to have a website and an app, but how do you get it to that market niche? So thanks, guys, for watching. Let me know what you think of Humaniq or Humaniq, or what did he say? Anyway, one of those. Humaniq will do. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments on my YouTube and on steemit.com at Sebastian Jago. And if you've got another particular cryptocurrency that's doing something similar to this particular one, also write that down. I'll go and have a quick look and maybe do a comparison. Have a good day, guys, and thanks for